Hi students, last day we discussed about electrostatics, that is introduction of electrostatics, properties of electric charges. Today we will discuss about Coulomb's law. See this law, electrostatic force is directly proportional to the product of charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. F is force, that is electrostatic force. Q is the charge. Here R is the distance. So electrostatic force is directly proportional to the product of charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. See this diagram, two charges Q1 and Q2. The distance between these two charges, that is R, two positive charges. The distance between the two charges are, that is R. Here the distance from 1 to 2. So R12. This is R12 unit vector. Here this force is expressed here from 2 to 1. So F21 vector. Vector, you know, vector means magnitude, both magnitude and direction. This is vector. What are the important aspects of Coulomb's law? First one, already I said this law, Coulomb's law. You will give the statement. That is, electrostatic force is directly proportional to the product of charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. What is the second point? The force on the point charge Q2 exerted by another point charge. Which one? That is Q1. So F21 vector equal to, when why you put equal sign? Because you will take the proportional, you will add one constant, that is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R squared from the distance, that is R12 cap. Here K is the constant value. Here K equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. Here epsilon naught means permittivity of free space. Permittivity means measure of the property of the medium which determines the interaction between the charges. This is permittivity. Here substitute, that is 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught equal to, what is this constant value? 9 into 10 to the power of 9 Newton meter squared Coulomb power minus 2. Why? Here Newton. Newton is force unit. Newton. Here R squared. So meter square. So meter squared. Here denominator. So Q1 Q2. That is Coulomb. Coulomb. So Coulomb power minus 2. This constant value, and then epsilon naught constant value. Now epsilon naught equal to 1 divided by 4 pi K. Here the K value substitute here, 9 into 10 to the power of 9. So the answer is 8.85 into 10 to the power of minus 12 Coulomb square. Here inverse, see Coulomb square Newton power minus 1 meter power minus 2. Do you understand? Here see Newton meter squared Coulomb power minus 2. See inverse. So inverse form. So Coulomb squared Newton power minus 1 and then meter power minus 2. This is the third point. Next, fourth point. Two charges each of 1 coulomb and separated by a distance of 1 meter. This is define 1 coulomb. 1 coulomb. This is also 2 mark question. Here this is 1 mark question. Here another one 1 mark question. This is 2 mark question. Here also this is 2 mark question. So next point. This is relation between epsilon and then epsilon R. Here epsilon means medium of permittivity. Here epsilon R means relative permittivity. So epsilon R equal to epsilon divided by epsilon naught. Here epsilon R in air medium, this is constant value, epsilon R equal to 1. In other media, epsilon R is greater than 1. Here this is 1 mark question. What is this next point? Coulomb's law and Newton's law. And then gravitational law. Gravitation, Newton's. So gravitation, Newton. So Coulomb's law and then Newton's law are same. How? See this difference you can understand. Gravitational force. Here this is electrostatic force. That is Coulomb force. So Coulomb force and then gravitational force. See this difference. F is directly proportional to Q1 Q2 by R square. Here F is directly proportional to M1 M2 by R square. See this formulas and then second one. Here this is the constant value. So K equal to 9 into 10 to the power of 9 Newton meter squared Coulomb power minus 2. Here G equal to 6.6 into 10 to the power of minus 11 Newton meter squared kilogram power minus 2. And then third point, electrostatic force here is more stronger than gravitational force. See this difference. Gravitational force is the weakest force compared to this force. And then next point, fourth point. Two charges can be attractive or repulsive depending upon the nature of the medium. This is the fourth point. Here this fourth point is two masses is always attractive. Here repulsive or attractive. Here two masses is always attractive. What is the next point? Seventh point. The force on a charge Q1 exerted by a point charge Q2. Here the same seventh point. Here you will change Q2 Q1. Here Q1 to Q2. So see the force on the point charge Q1 exerted by another point charge Q2 is. So what is it? Here you also you can change this force. So F12 vector equal to K into Q1 Q2 by R squared. Now here also we can change. So R21 cap. This is unit vector. R21 cap. What is the last point? We can apply Coulomb's law for two charged objects whose sizes are very much smaller than the distance between them. This is 8th point. Now I will give one homework. For this first one you will write in your notebook. First one, state Coulomb's law. This is 2 mark question. Coulomb's law. First one, Coulomb's law. Or this is second point. Difference between Coulomb force and then gravitational force. And then what is this third point? Third question. Important aspects of Coulomb's law. So I will give 3 questions. Once again I will tell Coulomb's law and then Coulomb force and then gravitational force. Last one, important aspects of Coulomb's law. Thank you.